How's it going, everyone? A few things straightened out here real quick. JNUG's all the way up past 20. Looks good. My Ameritrade Live feed is now up and running. It's even better. It's like we're coming into support. There we go. Got my link up at Steemit. See what biomedical's doing. Let's see any volume in the miners. Ooh. Missed that one. Oh, thank you, Maria. That should bring it up. Sorry, I have too many buttons to press. Forgot about sharing the screen. CLRB. Looks like a flat top break coming. Waiting for JNUG to find some support. Let's see what's going on with that. Everyone's calling this the calm before the storm. Everyone's wondering what Trump's talking about. Speculation everywhere, whether it's war or economic. S&P's back up again. These are weekly charts. Looks like the Dow's up on its highs again. Silver's over 117, approaching 13 on gold, so I have to watch that. Silver, on the remember that weekly chart on silver, the reverse head and shoulders coming out of the right shoulder. I'm expecting silver to get a nice jump. completing that price pattern across the neckline there. Looks like J-Nugs for a bounce. Over the 34, back into the 34 on the 1 minute. Watch for previous high breaks. Could thrust right outside of there. Over the 34, back into the 34. Watch for previous high breaks. Looks pretty volatile. M. NMND. Never mind. Oh my God, Maria, you got me again. Oh my God. Damn acronyms. Here comes J-Nug. It's a 1 minute chart on the right. Watch for the open break. The open high break. Get this thing running for the rest of the day. Watching for volume. CLSN's got the double volume, but kind of missed that one. Don't chase it. Let's watch for the ones that haven't broken yet. This one has absolutely no volume. HRP. Oh, HRP. Look at that. Coming off a nice consolidation over the 34. Into the 34 and consolidated right over the 34 as the 8 crosses. Let's get back above that 8. Previous high breaks on the weekly chart. Could be a nice little runner. Watch for volume. Cherry picking. Here's a cherry picker right there. Coming up on average volume as well. It's a weekly chart. SRNE. Just had a previous break. I'm going to fill the gap on the daily chart. Could run a good 75 cents. Looks good. J-Nug's still consolidating on the open. I don't recommend chasing things. Let it come back into support. Watch the previous high breaks. BPTH, previous high break there. It's got a volume break as well. Watch for the previous high breaks on J-Nug. Came back into the 34 one more time for gather its legs. See the legs now across the 34 on the 1 minute. Let's see if I can't build a little bit more. Make a crack. Looks like JNEX consolidating. Watch for previous low breaks. Daily's at resistance, I guess. Couldn't get over that 20 mark. What was that? 2050 on the daily chart there. Back into the 13, it looks like. It's got a hold here. SRNE going for a climb. BNTC broke the previous break, came all the way up into resistance, and came all the way back in to support. Buy into support, sell into resistance. Nice little push on that one. This one has no volume. You can see the nice little U curve, the pop, and then the U curve consolidation. Inverted hammer. No volume. Let's hold 20. See if we can hold 20 on JNUG. Looks like it's coming back into support on the daily. So hit resistance. Just hoping we can crack that 34 on the daily. Hit resistance coming back into support now. 20 is a big mark. SRNE for the win. It's covering the gap into 780. Not really. Saw this one SRNE before the open. Broke previous highs, but I wouldn't chase it now. It's going to hit resistance here shortly. And the resistance is the top of that gap. So it's going to hit that gap and watch out below. MNKD on the open, yep. Watch that one come back in for support buys. It's already got a volume breakout. So does SRNE. It's a little overextended. Watch that lower high, Maria. Double tops and lower highs coming in. Let's watch SRNE hit that resistance and back off. Watch for the quick pullbacks too. There goes JNUG across 20, didn't hold. Gotta watch JNUG on the daily chart for support buys. SRNE is slowing down. See if I can't pop that resistance. Was that the one we watched the other day for a break? Is that the one I was pounding the table on? Because that was a nice break. Yeah, it was pretty nice. Hope everyone makes some money on that. Make sure you tip your bartenders. That was a good run right there. It's those pops across the 34 at previous high breaks. Boom. Love those flat top breaks across the 34. Call it the launching pad. There's a launching pad right there. Previous high, over the 34, into 34, into the 34, or into the previous highs. Had a nice little hammer, and then boom. Easy. SRNE is coming back. Watch for the support buys on that. Those are the quick pullbacks. Wonder where JNUG's going to come in for support. What's up, Yasmin? What's going on, GM? Good morning. Hello. A little back and forth action on JNUG. We're watching for support. A lot of these on their highs are looking for support or looking for volume. There's a really sharp pullback here. Look for a continuation. CLSN. Look for those lower highs. Lower highs and double tops on the second round of bullishness. Sometimes they'll break through, but once they run hard and fast, usually comes in for a quick support buy and then into a lower high or a double top. So watch that. Needs volume to crack that previous high. Looks good so far, Maria. JNUG back over 20. See if we can consolidate above 20. Back above resistance. Let's see if JNUG can get back above resistance where it fell over. Let's cover the gap on the open. 60 minutes holding up. I think it wants to come into support. Let's find out where that support is. Jasmine, we made it over at 17 on silver. That weekly chart is a reverse head and shoulders for silver. See that left shoulder head, right shoulder, and the completion. Watch for a previous high break across that neckline. It's not perfect, but you can see that neckline. Right over 18. Should just be a 1-2 punch right over 18. Gold is approaching 18 or 13. With the reverse head and shoulders on that right there. Left head, right shoulder. For that pattern within the pattern on silver, take a longer view. There's a bigger pattern at play. Left shoulder head, right shoulder, coming out of the right shoulder now on the monthly. So a measured move would be the low into the break. Into previous lows. You'd think I was a beginner at this. So there's your measured move. On the longer term chart, Yasmin, we should be able to get up to 26, I think. USLV. Comes JNUG. Looks like we found support at just under 20. So it popped below 20, came through resistance, back above previous lows, and now we're coming across at 34. Could be nice. Watch for the previous high breaks. USLV on that monthly should just, see how it's really got a lot of pressure. You got support and you got resistance all right there within $2.50 range, looks like, between 15 and 10, $5 range. Call it a $5 range approximately. So back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, pop. That monthly chart's going to blow out of there. I really like that whipsaw 2-bar pattern over support, back through resistance, and then it held support. I got a left shoulder head, right shoulder on the weekly, same as the silver chart. This should just blow right out. And going back to the monthly on SLV, USLV, let's just take previous lows for the first move. Got to get into previous lows and break those previous lows first. If it does that, you're off and running to 30. I think you can make a double on that in the next 6 months. That's what it looks like. Silver should get really volatile coming out of this bottom pattern. Let's get above 1850 is the mark for me. It's a long-term resistance line at 1850. Let's see what happens when we get to 1850 on silver, and then we can really make some moves after that. That's what I'm guessing. Looks like MNKD took a previous high break. Very sharp consolidation. Just watching for the double tops. Looks like I broke that double top. Got support on JNUG. Watch for previous high breaks. The left shoulder head. Look for the right shoulder after it hits resistance. It's building, building, building. Hit resistance. Watch for that right shoulder on the 1 minute. It's always that right shoulder that gets you. SRNE into previous lows. You're winning? What are you winning? Winning money back from the bankers? I like this little pattern in here. It's got no volume whatsoever. Well, watch that pattern break outside of there. Consolidating above the 34. Trillium. Looks like we just had a previous high break on that. No volume, of course. Be careful. Be careful buying the ones with no volume. See ARDM climbing the ranks there. Looks like 420s over the previous high breaks on ARDM. Looks like we might have exhausted our welcome on the biomedical today. That's not it. Come on, JNUG. There's the opposing point. Let's find out where support is. I'm thinking coming into the previous break, right around 20. There you go, HP. Previous high breaks. Look at that. It's a daily chart. USLV is going to be a big one, yeah. It's 3 times silver. I mean, if silver gets past 1850, USLV is going to take off. Boom time. Nice reverse head and shoulders on this one-day chart. That right shoulder came all the way in, turned on a dime, came out of an oversold situation, volume precluded, boom. Watch for previous high breaks above 12, 13 actually. Fill that gap. If my lines were straight. Lots of resistance at 13 coming in. USLV. JNUG's holding 20. It's got a bearish retracement now, though. Over the 34, back under the 34, back in, got rejected. So it's got to build, build, build. Looking for that trend to stick in place. The opposing point. So make sure we hold. Let's hold 20 on the way up here. This one's pumping. It's on its highs. Climbing the ranks. It's got some good volume. No volume breakout yet. But watch for that previous high break there. Let's get over 13 on gold. 1300. It's just about ready to launch across that 1300, that's for sure. $1,300 should be easy. The previous high breaks are at $1,350. And then the launching pad should get us back into previous lows. 13 will get you 15, looks like. HK, look at that thing. It's all squeezed really tight in there. Broke previous high outside that pattern. Little head fake back inside the pattern. Now just a double back. Watch this thing explode. Gotta find support on JNUG. Bitcoin, I don't know if anyone's watching Bitcoin, but it's about ready to break that previous top. It's really got some, this thing's a monster. If it breaks that top at 5 grand, those people talking about $10,000 Bitcoin doesn't seem out of range anymore. Looks like biomedical was the green pasture here today again. Watch for previous low resistance on SRNE. It's coming in there. A nice 75-cent break into resistance now. Let's see what happens here. I'm looking for those sharp pullbacks. But if it has volume and it wants to go, I think we should let it. It's got, was that 4 times the average volume already? Pretty good. This one needs to pick up the pace or it's going to fall back in pretty rapidly. Oops. It's pretty close to resistance there. Watch the volume dry up. Yeah, PRELF ran too hard and fast. It needs to pull back. You're right about that. Tried to break previous highs last week and it came back in already, so it's lost its juice. Ran too hard, too fast. Not sure where the pullback will be because it's a fairly new issue and I don't have any support lines. All you can do is use previous highs, maybe a daily close previous highs for your support on the way down. It's too hard to tell though on it. I don't have a good chart on Ameritrade. Let me get my other chart up. I'm looking at a head and shoulders top on the daily. You can see it, right? Left shoulder, head, crossing the 8 back into resistance, right shoulder, head, left, head, right shoulder coming into resistance now. It's got to take out the previous left shoulder or it's going to complete that price pattern. You can see the resistance on the right shoulder coming in. Could get a little gust of wind into 160, but that 160 is going to be very hard to break without a lot of volume. I'm going to head and shoulders top. It's below the 8 now on the daily. Momentum's dying. So the ball has been dropped across the 8 and now it's coming into the return into resistance. JNUG still trying to find support. Broke that pattern. Watch out below. What's up, Josh? You can take the measured move on that price pattern if you want. On the way down. Not saying it's going to break down though until it does. It's got to get above. So it looks like it wants to stay above $1 on the first measured move. But this could definitely take 2 measured moves down into 80. You're right. TIHO. Or is that an acronym? I can never tell. I'm not used to the acronyms in chat rooms. So yeah, you have to spell it out for me. I don't see a chart for that. TIHO. Bet you it's an acronym. Damn it. Oh my God. VRML, low volume. Popped to 34, came back into support. Now it's doubling back. Watch for the 180 break across that flat top. Either buy into support or buy the breaks. Right across that 34. Nice consolidation here above the 34. No volume, but watch. Still working a higher low on JNUG. See if we can't get ourselves out of this little mess we got into here. Higher lows are better than double bottoms because I don't like those flat bottoms. So let's not test the lows. Let's keep a higher low. A little support, a little resistance coming down. Let's see if we can't pop that 8 right now. Boom, boom. Now we got momentum support. Breaking into previous lows at 8, popping that 8. Popping the 8 means we're breaking into previous lows now. Got a little bit of support on this little right opposing point here. Into more resistance coming in. Above 20 now. Comes a longer downtrend coming. See if we can't break that. Over the 34 in one gust. AG for the higher lows. Keep up the support by longer term trend line break. Looks good. Let's break into this area. I got gap at 766. We're into the gap now. AG. Oh, Tahoe. I like Tahoe. Just got crushed a couple weeks ago, though. A few weeks now. Got crushed. Nice consolidation down here. All the averages caught up with it. Had a nice little pop. Now it's coming back into support. So this is definitely a support buy for Tahoe. Here comes JNUG across that. There it is. Nice. Holding a higher low, breaking into previous lows. Let's see if we can't get above 2020 here. Breaking into previous lows, riding up that range into the next previous lows. Watch for resistance at 2020. Nice little push. break that 2020 mark, we can confirm a bottom pattern, that double bottom there, higher low double bottom. Tahoe looks great there, Richard. It's very volatile. It's still got to fill that gap too. So we're at 550. Still got to fill that gap all the way to 8. Had a nice little push already. Watch this thing climb. I don't know. Make sure support holds. That is a nice little pattern, consolidation price pattern across the 34 on that downward trend line. Thanks for your patience. I thought it was an acronym. I'm too old for learning new things, so you got to spell it out for me. Looks like a 550 on Tahoe is going to be a nice break. Take out that previous high at 6. Ride that gap all the way to 8. Looks good. Let's hope that metals really pick up the pace here. Yeah. Don't forget to tip your bartender. If you made money and I helped you, there's a reason why I'm doing this. I want to help and make sure everyone's making some money. Can't make money every day, but fill that tip jar up. Keeps me alive. Keep the coffee running. Here comes JNUG again for another test of the lows. Need to get above that 34. Looks like I got a double top at the 34. So let's take that out on the way back up. Let's find support. Keep the higher lows. This one hit resistance. Watch for the pullback. MNKD still running. But we're late to the show on this one. I think Maria's back on it, though, for our previous breaks. It's having some struggles, though. Still holding the previous high. Once the previous high breaks down, all bets are off. Everything looks looking good. JNUG's still trying to figure it out. Into resistance on Nugget. You talking about CTRV? You guys are typing too fast. CRTV. I think Maria is talking about CTRV in the watch list over here. Oh my God. Broke previous highs into support. We got a support buy on this. You can see the break. You can see the bullish retracement all the way back into support. It's a great buying opportunity for CTRV It already broke trend. Now it's coming back into support to test that trend, gather its legs, and try again. Nice little hammer off support. Watch for the previous breakout on that hammer. Use that hammer at top as your support. Boom, boom, breaking into that previous candle. Looks like 50% is at 6.870 cents. Could get a nice little push into resistance there at the previous 50% roll. Once you get above there, then the momentum takes over. It's too early, yeah. I had my sleep. I was a bit tired yesterday, so I was asleep early. JNUG going in for a bearish retracement again. Looks like momentum's coming down again. You can see the breakdown across the 34 back into resistance and the rejection. Watch for previous low breaks. It's got to hold support. Let's make sure we hold 20 today. That daily chart on JNUG could come all the way back into the 19 range, which would be perfectly natural. Hit resistance with some gusto. Coming back into 15's not a big problem on the daily chart. Even coming all the way back into 18 for a real quick pullback. It's highly probable. But let's consolidate in and around 20. Let's do that instead and make some people some money. Miners are heating up, that's for sure. It's like JNUG held support one more time. Well, I'm on the fake news list for about 6 months now. I haven't had a new subscriber. Maybe there's a few stragglers out there that found me the happenstance, but I'm on the fake news list. I think it's because of my other channel, and the reason this used to be called precious metal prices. So they don't want you to know anything about precious metals. So, and then my other rustysmetals is more of a conspiracy knowledge stuff, and I don't think they like that. I was getting 100 subscribers a month on average before the fake news came out. Not blaming anybody but myself, but it seems pretty obvious to me, the censorship, even though this had nothing to do with anything. Could be a lot better. I need a better data feed. There's a lot of things we can do. We're working on that chat room. If you want in that chat room, just send me a message. The information's in the description. And if I missed anybody, just resend it, because everyone's welcome. I might have missed some emails. I believe there's about 5 people in there now. But it's going to be a place where we can chat all day instead of just this first hour. Yeah, it does look good. I'm just looking at the daily chart, watching JNUG for the daily chart because it hit resistance. And so now it's going to gather its legs and try again. I'm on that censorship. I haven't had any subscribers for 6 months. That's why we're doing this live thing now. It's because every day I was struggling to get new subscribers, and I was being, I don't even know. It's crazy. You make one rep. I've been demonetized by Google before, years ago. So I know what everyone else is going through, and I've already gone through it. And now I'm just seeing it again. This time it's a lot worse. There's no promotion of my videos, even though nothing to do with conspiracy. I tried to go back and erase everything on this channel, but it's because of my other channel. And that was demonetized. It's got to be 6-8 years ago now. But I get subscribers over there. This one's like in the dark. It's hidden. It's like a speakeasy, which is fine with me. Just the other day when everyone was coming out with the second shooter scenario, all that shit was erased the next day on Facebook. So I recommend everyone getting on the Steemit blockchain social media, so they cannot erase anything on the blockchain. There's always going to be exceptions. There's always someone that ruins a good thing, like maybe, I don't know, put some nasty ass shit over there. They might erase something like that, but yeah, that's why I'm encouraging everyone to go to Steemit and watch me on Steemit. Besides, YouTube sucks. I make more in one video on Steemit, posting it over there, than I do for a month on YouTube. They always give me the same videos. You know, who wants to do what is that stupid what is that stupid ad they always put on trading videos for Forex? Isn't it for Forex? Currency trading? What is that stupid video? It's the same video every time. Index or something? It's just ridiculous. How many times can you send that to people and someone clicks on it? It's just ridiculous. They say it's for their they say it's for protection of their advertisers. Their advertisers suck. Someone play my video and watch the ad. It's got to be that Forex. Yeah, conspiracy theory is more of a CIA term. Anyone that questions the official story is a conspiracy theorist. When they always lie to us. I mean, how many times you got to be lied to? People got to wake up. We're just going to be slaves forever. What do you? I mean, jeez. This is the new age of information. Believing the official stories is retarded. Anyone that believes the official story is dumb. I don't like these flat bottoms. I don't think JNUG's going to hold here. I don't like flat bottoms at all. It's testing it way too many times. Nah. Nada. What? Steely Tan comes up with a bonus. Nadex. Yeah, how many times have you seen that ad on my videos? How many times have you clicked on that ad? None. No one wants to see that crap. Steemit is where it's at, all right? It's for the people that are creating content. You just go over there. You don't have to give them any money. You upvote, you share it. You gain influence by doing these things. You follow the right people. Comment, share, like, and all the other crap that we always do. And people can make money on what do you call it? Just other people liking it. There's no ads and all this other crap. JNUG proves me wrong. It's got to hold above the 34 for a certain amount of time, though. Make sure we hold above the 34 on that 1 minute. Just prove me wrong. It's got a left shoulder head, right shoulder scenario off that 1 minute consolidation. See if we can't get into previous lows. All right, that's the one. That's the ad I'm talking about. Nadex for Forex trading. It's like, that's so like early. That ad is so old. It's got to be at least 10 years old. I've seen that ad over and over and over again. And it's always playing on my videos. NDX. Are you talking about NASDAQ? Or is that the ad you're talking about? I've never looked into Forex trading. I'm sorry. I don't trust the currency I have. The Maestro Chartist is being censored. Greg Manarino trying to go off YouTube. Yeah, everyone's going to be off of YouTube sooner or later. NDX. Okay. If I can guess, I can make a buttload of money. Is that what I'm in? 60-minute chart, huh? So I got, what, 3 hours? I think it's coming down. Momentum's lost steam quite a bit. It had a good volume day. Made a previous high and got rejected. So I didn't know Maestro was being censored, same as Greg Manarino. I didn't know that. I'm sorry, I don't look to others for information on trading because I'm an old dog. I don't need new tricks. I'll have to remember to look up Maestro. Everyone likes Maestro. I used to listen to a lot of Greg Manarino, but just after a while, you just learn all the different things they're doing and move on. But Greg Manarino has good experience. I was never a broker and I never traded for any companies. So I got a bearish retracing on a 5-minute chart there, Steely. It's got to hold support or it's going to fall over. I think it's going to fall over. Manarino is gone. No more for Greg Manarino. Doesn't he have his own site, though, that he has people go to? Smart trading site or something? He's gone, huh? Well, if it was really, I mean, a matter of principle, I mean, I don't want to be here either. I might get kicked out of the Maestro. Why? Is he really anal? Is he anal about new ideas out there? Different image and style that he's used to? That's probably why I haven't listened to Maestro. I don't know. Censorship's pretty thick out there, though. If you want to be lied to, by all means. But I don't like being lied to. I'll have to check it out. Everyone's got a different style of trading. We all come up with the same kind of conclusions. I think we've proved that over and over again with people coming in here and giving their ideas about what's going on. Yeah, I want to leave a matter of principle too. I think eventually Steemit is going to be where it's at. They got a lot of things coming off of it. I tell you what, as soon as I am able to do these live videos on Steemit, I'll be out of here. I think that's coming soon. Someone's going to figure out how to do live streaming on the blockchain, and we can all forget about YouTube. I imagine Greg's going to put some videos up for YouTube, but then always encourage people to follow him over there. I mean, you can't leave that many subscribers leaving on the table. I mean, Steemit's not bad. It's not like you have to pay for anything, or the creators of content make a lot more money than YouTube can ever offer. So I would love to make a living off of that. And just go to Steemit. And you guys, enough people follow me, I can make a living over there. Into Steam dollars or whatever it's called. Trade those out. It's not bad. It's just a matter of taste. I think that people will get used to it. Seems like to me that YouTube wants everything for free nowadays. They act like their arrogance and their censorship is it's not gonna fly over too well. It's the beginning of the end of YouTube and Google. They want to use YouTube, by the way, they want to use YouTube as their Netflix service. They're going to change everything over to a service. So when that happens, you'll see flocks of subscribers moving over to Steemit because it ain't going to be free no more. The red box or something, I don't even know what they're doing. Here comes JNUG, held support one more time. Little consolidation now above the 34. I got an inverted hammer on the last candle. Watch for a breakout. Oy. Sorry, I got too much crap going on. Look at the consolidation above the 34, higher lows throughout. We're waiting for a balance point break. There's your pattern. Over the 34 break. I like tacos. I love tacos. Is it Tuesday? It's Taco Tuesday. Would you like cheese on your taco? Eventually, he's probably just not wanting to leave all his subscribers on the table, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. It takes a lot of work to gain subscribers like that. And just leave them on the table? Nah. He's going to grab most of them as he can. He's going to keep them updated, keep those ones that won't go over so easily, keep them happy. Steemit's not bad. It's a blockchain social media. Most of us it's a matter of principle for most of us. We don't want to be lied to anymore. We want all these restrictions on our content. It's just a joke. I mean, we may laugh and giggle about some conspiracies going on. We don't like the bankers. So what? Who cares? They won't let us play in their playground, so we're just going to leave the playground, create our own little playhouse. It'll bite them on the ass. Certainly will. I got rejected on that inverted hammer. Stupid JNUG, do what you're told. I got a nice inverted hammer over support. It's not holding so far. But now I'm looking at a hammer on the downside, a little topsy-turvy. Those volatility moves before the move. This could be it. It goes through the whole range in a couple steps. If I have, let me see. Where's my stats for this video? I had 8 people watching right now. Probably 30 or so probably popped in and out by now because they want to see what's going on. If those same 30 people watch me on Steemit and just grabbed a little share, like, and comment and re-steamed it and shared it, I could easily make $20 on each video. Easily. It's crazy how much money that people are making over there. Yeah, they're a bunch of perverts. Yeah, something evil is taking over this country, and we need to do everything we can to put a halt. To stand in the middle of the road and in the middle of the road with your cross and rosary beads. Halt, sinners! Yes, I am. Rusty's metals. If we all watched on Steemit, I can definitely make a living over there. As I'm telling you, as soon as they're able to do live streaming on Steemit, there's no need for me to ever do a YouTube video ever again. I'm sorry, but there's no reason why I should be on the fake news list. It's absolutely retarded. Anywho's. Looks like I'm the last man standing, huh? Maestro took off. Brother F. John. He's got a subscriber list that you have to pay money to watch. And Greg Manarino. This is what they wanted. They wanted us to push. They wanted to push us all out. And thing is, they're not going to be able to hide the truth. There's no way to do that nowadays. Absolutely not. J-Nug, one more time. Hug and support. Saved by the Bell. See if we can't get this thing rolling. Here we go. Just go to steemit.com and search for Rusty's Metals. I haven't played backgammon forever. Is that what the stockbrokers like to play above the trading floor? Backgammon? Oh, I see. Specialist lounge. That's where all the market makers are. Playing backgammon. Here's J-Nug for the win. Let's go, J-Nug. Stop screwing around. Let's do this. Let's break into those previous lows now. Watch for resistance at 2020. There's a guy over there I recommended a long time ago. Math Works or something like that. He was a subscriber, and I started talking about Steemit. This guy's making money over there. He's like a math professor, and he posts his math lessons on Steemit. People are eating it up. There's a lot you can do over there. They're just looking for creators of new content. And there's little watchdogs too, so you can't copy and paste content. It's got to be unique because they have little things to watch for. So don't post regurgitated information. Don't do any copyright stuff. But creators can make a bunch of money over there. I mean, if a guy's posting his math lessons and making really good money, I don't know where he's from. He looks like a Sikh. He's got the little turban. He looks like a Sikh. He's probably from India, maybe. I don't know where he speaks perfect English. He's making tons of money. He's a math dude. He always gives me money he always thanks me. Thank you for introducing me to Steemit, he says. He's always giving me money over there. You can see my wallet. Here, let's look at that. You guys should follow this guy. If you want to follow some good people. Hang on a second, let me find it. It's really amazing. There's my miners on the open. I don't put a lot of time into it, but you can see my wallet. Where's this guy at? It's always giving me money. Math worksheets. Follow this guy. Let's go. Let's see math worksheets. Let's do a little case study. Just look at how much money he's making. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's amazing. Look, he's posting math stuff. I mean, he absolutely is on fire. Manjit Singh Atwal. He's always like very gracious. He's always giving me money. He's like, thank you so much for introducing me to Steemit. Like, he just posted one 13 hours ago. He made 20 bucks on it. You cannot do that with 60 views on YouTube. Seriously. Seriously. Yep. JNUG's trying to get higher. I'm looking at resistance at 2020. EXK. So anyways, give that guy a holler. Trick is over there, and you got to follow the people who make the money and gain influence that way. EXK. EXK is coming back into support somehow. It's got a nice little cup and handle. Watch for that previous break into previous lows. That's what I would be waiting for. You're in the range now. I wouldn't trade it here unless you knew that there was a bottom. For sure, for sure. It's a little extended from its average. Could very well come in a little bit more. Watch for those turns. Watch for the turns. There's a reason why the specialists play black backgammon. What's the reasoning behind that there, Steely? I've never heard that before. I know you talked about backgammon before, but I didn't know it was a favorite game for specialists. What do you mean, Richard? It just went off. You mean my video on Steemit? Is it a little jittery? Oh, you got to press rewind. Yeah, it's a little confusing. Yeah, there's glitches everywhere. You're right. But that's a live stream on Steemit. If everyone just watched me over there and give me a thumbs up, definitely can make 20 bucks a day and I would not have to worry about anything. My videos are always 2.5 times the normal rate. If you want to know how to sponge information really fast, you speed up the videos. I can't watch videos at normal rate anymore. Oh my God. So there's double the rate, and I go just a little bit further. 2.5 times the normal rate. Oh my God. Anywho's. JNUG's building. And I got resistance, previous lows on the 1-minute chart at 2020. So now I got a falling star right here. Coming back into support. Support's got to hold. Hate to see it come all the way back down again and test that low. I'll have to look into that. I used to play a lot of backgammon. I'll have to find some references on specialists in backgammon. See why they're playing it, why they're interested in it. Is my YouTube channel working? Looks like it's working. There's always going to be glitches, but I should have thought about these chat room inside the room before. I didn't think of doing that before. People might get more involved now because they can see what's going on. Comes JNUG for another test. It's got to stick with those higher lows. It's working. It's a live feed, so it's probably a little glitchy sometimes. RNN just poke the setup. Previous high breaks coming. Here's some volume. It's got double the volume. Here's a breakout. Anyone pounding the table, it's me. Previous high breaks. It's got a volume breakout as well. Watch for the head fakes. Watch for the head fakes. No, man, I need 20 bucks a day. I'm not a high roller. I live in a small town. I don't have any debt. Well, let's start with 20 bucks a day. 20 bucks a day for me will go a long way, believe me. $20 a day, and this is including the crypto charts that I want to do every day. $20 a day, I swear. That would be life-changing for me. Be able to do this all day long for you guys. Looking for a break right here on RNN Pharmaceuticals. Boom, boom time. Watch for the head fakes. Oh, my dogs got scared. Why are you pounding on the table? If I got 20 bucks a day, I can live off of tacos. That's for sure. Here's the pullback. Let's open this up and look at the inverted hammer. Let's take out that inverted hammer on the way up. Look at the volume coming in. That's a 60-minute chart there. Previous high breaks. I got resistance at 380. On the intraday. Let's see. Previous low, I got a gap. 350. I got to get 40 cents on this. There's Maria with her hugs and kisses sign. There she goes. Previous high breaks. Good call, Maria. I leave that up to you guys to invite people in. I'm way too busy to be recruiting. Some people don't get what I'm doing anyways. I mean, if you told someone, oh, this guy's using Fibonacci numbers and doing technical analysis with candlesticks, they probably laugh at you. Ha ha ha, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I use this indicator. I got this secret indicator. It tells me everything I need to know. I can hear it now. How many subs does Maestro have anyways? Probably a lot, huh? People are just stuck in their old ways. I mean, you ever talk to a chef and try to teach him something new? It's not going to happen. I really like this RNN for a breakout. Had a couple 100,000 shares traded in the last few minutes. So it's definitely building here. Poked its head up just a few minutes ago. Either buy the break or buy the support. It's got a hold support on the way back in. That's the beauty of buying that support. If you made a mistake, you'll know it right away. I've used those before. It's got those good resistance supports. I used to use those a lot. Where the heck is it? What is it spelled out to supposed to be? I forget. SAR. What does it spell out? Because I'm missing it. Pivot points. Right? Those are pivot points. Oh, there it is. Parabolic SAR. There it is. Sorry. I used to use 0.05 as my indicator. Yeah, I think there's probably 20 to 25 dedicated ones over here. And it looks like all of you are getting the fresh perspective on everybody, which is good. It's awesome. Make sure support holds on this bad boy RNN. Watch for those head fakes. So you use the SAR parabolics for support on the way up, and then when it breaks down, right? Then you know that momentum's died, and it starts all over. I used to use them a lot. Long time ago, though. Long time ago. The reasoning that I have is less on the chart, the better, so I can see what's going on. And quite literally, after learning candlesticks, that's basically all that you need. I can take it. I remember my teacher taking everything off the chart and trading 100 grand on Google 1 minute charts just by using candles. I thought it was quite amazing. You can see that inverted hammer turned into a falling star after the confirmation here. You can see how powerful that falling star was. And then I got a bearish retracement back into resistance and then the rejection. Watch the accumulation come in. Let me take care of all my crap. Maestro's an amateur? Why do I have only 1,600 subs then? Nah, I leave it up to you guys. If I'm doing good, I'm sure that you guys are recommending me somewhere. I don't have time to go out, and I guess I can spend some money on an ad or something. It doesn't help that I've been on the list for fake news for about 6 months. So if you think about it, I was getting 100 on average before the fake news came out, the fake news censorship. So quite literally, I should be over 2,000, closing in on 3,000 subs if this problem never existed, because YouTube would still be promoting me. I was getting good average views every day, 200, 300, 400 people a day. That's pretty good. As dry and boring as technical analysis is, that's pretty good, I think. I'm only 43, so I'm not that old. I've just been doing it for a long time. I remember I paid $2,500 for my first week session for trading, right, straight out of college. 2,500 bucks for like a 10-day thing. It was a long time ago. I mean, early 20s. I was hitting the books. Never traded professionally. I see. Yeah, I've always wanted to talk to Jim Willie about technical analysis, because he always. You guys ever hear of Jim Willie? If I can get Jim Willie on to talk about technical analysis, that would be a home run right there. Watching this one to cover its legs. Where are we at on this? What you talking about? Getting a hose? What are you talking about? Come on, J-Nug, stop screwing around. It's that daily chart on J-Nug coming all the way back in. Oh, everyone pays their tuition, man. Everyone pays the tuition, whether it's giving it back to the broker or paying some teacher. But yeah, that was a waste of money. It did get me started, and it did get me into a room talking on a messenger board, trading ideas. That's why I figured out where to find the T3s, Fibonacci's, and then the teacher that taught me all the candlesticks, He's the one that found me. He was listening to me talk about the T3s. He's the one that introduced me into the center of the chart, the SMA 34. And he's the one that taught me how to make sure I'm always looking at the long-term charts. And there's only a few things that you need to know to be successful, I think. But a large part of it, again, is 90% of it's all mental. So if you're not in the right frame of mind, you shouldn't be trading. Basically what I'm saying. Technical analysis can be taught, but the emotional ties, for me at least, the emotional attachment to money does not allow me to trade technically, because I'm always trying new things, trying to find a better way. Most of it's all mental. You can learn these little tidbits. You can find the perfect indicator. If you don't have the right frame of mind, you're not going to do well. This one skipped right under view. Wasn't paying attention. That one just jumped like 10, 15, 20%. Boom. Watch for the breaks. Covered that gap. It's into the gap. Watch for a retracement. It's coming into $1. Watch for the rapid retracing. Looks like MNKD, hang in there. Came into support and kept on going. This one hit resistance. Watch for that pullback. There's lots of chance out there. Yeah. You just got to find the bigger probability moves. That's the probability move I always talk about. The best probability move is over that 34 back into support. And then watch for the previous high breaks. That's the best move I can come up with. And to me, that's when the stock is changing trend. This one just burst right into resistance. Now watch for the retracing. Yeah, you can't even take a piss nowadays, can you? It's accumulating down here. Have to find out where support is. First cross above the 8 coming in now on the 1 minute. See if we can't get a V bottom here. Into the 13, back into the 8 for an opposing point, find trend. See if we can't get above that 20 again. Watch for the rejections. It's coming out of an oversold situation. Watch for the rejections. It's got to close above the 8. Get that momentum gaining again. Watch for the bearish retracement back into resistance. Those previous lows that were so hard to break down are now resistance. Let's hit that 13. Build this thing back up. RNN still holding tight. There's a close above the 8 on JNUG. 2-bar reversal. Into the 13, back into the 8 for support. Watch for the previous high breaks across the 13 into previous lows. And then on up. Got to build, build, build. Once it breaks down, it takes a while for it to build. It's got to make this nice, nice little pattern down here. But that being said, I got to take off. Yeah, silver could just take off. Once silver gets going, it's not going to ask permission. It's just going to go. But I got to go. I got to get to my regular scheduled program. But let me know what's going on out there. Thanks for stopping in. Everyone's welcome. Be a nice little room here. Watch for the RNN. It broke out. It's got a volume breakout. The average volume has been broke. Looks like 3 times the average volume almost. 4 times. So it broke out, came back into support. Make sure we hold support and then watch for the run into the next line of resistance. Could be the run. That could be the one today. Yeah, everything else kind of ran without us. But pretty good day. I appreciate you guys coming. I'll see you tomorrow. I got to get to work. I'll see you.